Okay, so Chris and I are excited to show you guys our project and how it's all come together. We're going to start by taking a look over at my board. Now, here we just have it connected to my desktop via USB, and then Ethernet up to an Ethernet switch, which connects to the whole room. If you come in on the 7-segment display, you'll see an IP address here. And this blinking portion can be modified by the top 8 switches here. So like, you can change that character, that one. Now the IP address that we are most interested in is Chris's on 192.168.0.135. But you can also notice over here on my putty that it's keeping track of any changes that I add, and that just gets kind of encoded in a message that we'll be sending out later. So that's the first part of my board. Additionally, if you come back over to the bottom 4 switches, so this just helps us develop a magnitude value. So it ranges from F all the way down to 0. And then lastly, we have these direction buttons, the up, down, right, left. And so our goal is that we can transmit a message from my FPGA to Chris's FPGA through Ethernet, which then interfaces with the 3D printer, which we have tucked over there.
Right there on the workbench.
Yep. So, just to kind of show you one last bit over on my end, I have set the magnitude to 3, and I'm going to be pressing the up button, and you can check over here. You see that it attempted to send U3, so up 3, to that IP address, and we got 3 bytes ACT, which means received. So let's take you back over to Chris's FPGA at this point.
Okay, so if you go ahead and follow me, we'll go ahead and show you the setup of the receiving FPGA. So here I have my FPGA in a very interesting configuration. If you look at the digits right here, you can see some of the places correspond with Bryson. So these 4 digits are the last 2 byte fields in an IP address. The IP address of the server on this FPGA, so 0 and 87, which corresponds to 0.135. And then on the left half of the 7-segment display, we have a field that shows the direction of the command received and also the magnitude, also in hex. It's connected to the network via USB, and then the
Ethernet.
UART. Sorry, what's up?
Ethernet.
Oh, my bad, Ethernet. And then the UART is connected through this cable, which is only through power. It's powered by my computer. Unfortunately, I don't have a micro USB to USB Type B cable in the lab, so what I had to do was just on my computer here, you'll notice that I have a cat command and then USB 2 to USB 0. So what this does is it takes the traffic that comes in from the FPGA and it forwards it to the cable right here that feeds into the printer. And so I think what we'll go ahead and do is have Bryson go back to his FPGA and send some commands, and then we'll look at how they're received and how the 3D printer, which is sitting right here on the workbench, corresponds.
Okay, I'm going to send you a down 7.
Go ahead. So you can see on the display, I have DN to correspond with down, and then 7 has the magnitude. Why don't you go ahead and do a couple more, and then I'll show the actual printer moving. So left 5, right 4, up C. Awesome. And then just for proof's sake, why don't you go ahead and move the head around in just any random order you want. Awesome. And that is our demonstration. Thank you so much.